Okay, my dear listeners and viewers, today I'll discuss the tense. What does a tense indicate? Yes, tense indicates time. Now, my dear listeners and viewers, today I'll discuss the classifications of tense. You know, tense is basically classified in three categories. First of all, present tense. Secondly, past tense. And last of all, future tense. It is also noticeable that every tense is classified into four categories. First of all, indefinite. Secondly, continuous. Thirdly, perfect. And last of all, perfect continuous. Okay. Now, my dear listeners and viewers, today I'll discuss present indefinite tense, which is very important and which plays a great role in English grammar. Before starting the main point, I would like to say something regarding the importance of tense. You know, tense is a great item of grammar. Tense plays a great role in speaking as well as in writing correct language. So, every student should obtain profound knowledge regarding the tenses. It is almost impossible to write down correct sentences without knowing the tense properly. So, today I'll discuss the tense. The discussion of a topic is present indefinite tense. Now, I am giving the definition of present indefinite tense. The task or the action which is performed at present. I am repeating so that the learners can understand clearly and profoundly. The task which is performed at present, or the action which is performed at present is called present indefinite tense. For example, Meena watches TV in her room. They play football in the field. Mamun catches fish in the river. Education aims at developing our mind and body. Okay, so these are the instances of present indefinite tense. Now, my dear listeners and viewers, I am giving the structure of present indefinite tense. Actually, every tense contains its own structure. Similarly, present indefinite tense also contains its own structure. First of all, subject. And secondly, verb 1. Thirdly, object or complement. And last of all, extension or additional part of sentence. Now, I am telling in brief. Subject plus verb 1 plus object plus extension. So, by following such kind of structure, we can write down the sentences in present indefinite tense. Now, my dear listeners and viewers, it is noticeable that if the subject becomes third person singular number, we have to use is or is at the end of the verb. I am repeating, in respect of writing down a sentence which contains third person single number, the subject. Meaning that if the subject becomes third person singular number, then we must use is or is at the end of the verb. meaning that we have to add s or es with the verb. Okay. For example, Rina watches TV in her room. Mamun plays football in the field. Similarly, he eats an orange. Okay. Now I am telling the other rule. If the sentence becomes negative in form, we have to use do not or does not after the subject, and the rest of the sentence will remain intact. For example, I do not take tea. They do not play football. He does not catch fish in the river. Mina does not write the letters, etc. Now, my listeners and viewers, I am telling the other rule. If the sentence becomes interrogative in form, we have to use do or does before the subject. For example, does he take tea regularly? Does Mina watch TV in her room? Do they catch fish in the river? Okay. Now, my listeners and viewers, I am telling another rule. If the sentence becomes universal truth, meaning that all sorts of truth which are recognized universally, in this respect, we must write down the sentences in present indefinite tense. For example, the sun gives us light. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Similarly, the earth moves around the sun. Okay, so these are the instances of universal truths, and all sorts of universal truths will be written in the present indefinite tense. Now, by the listeners and viewers, it is noticeable that all sorts of present habits are also written in present indefinite tense. For example, Rina takes tea regularly. Kalam watches TV daily. He plays football daily, etc. Okay. So, let us finish today. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.